Joining me now is Dany Cenac Robert. He's the head of IR for Abcourt Mines. We meet again. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, actually. Thanks for having me again this year.
Yeah, for sure. Now, lots to talk about, a lot of developments with the company, but let's just remind everybody about the whole strategy behind restarting the Sleeping Giant mine and mill.
Actually, Sleeping Giant is a big project. We've been working on it for the last 2 years. When we met last year, we were in the midst of restarting it. We were trying to find a way to be economical because we just had a PEA stating we needed $40 million, which we did not have in hand at the time. So we figured we'd go strategic. We'd first start by doing a new 3D model. So we implement the 3D model. We create a new ways of looking at things. All our investors are now able to look at on their cell phones. So they can actually see where we'll be going to find the money. So the strategy behind Sleeping Giant was to go fetch for the gold that is easily available in the first 4 levels that we identified through the use of the new 3D model.
What's the latest on drilling at Sleeping Giant?
We just finished a 2,000-meter drilling at Sleeping Giant. Because of that 3D model, we were able to identify tons of new zones that are potential for targets. We identified new places for exploration. We made definition drilling. Everything so far seems consistent with what we had in the past. So there is no big surprise, but that will allow us to actually go fetch the gold in the easiest place at first. So there's 2,000-meter drilling, and we are reconciling right now. People should expect some result really, really soon.
Okay, we'll look for the news flow. And then you've got the Floridan project, and you discovered a new high-grade zone. What are the highlights there?
Well, Floridan project is between the Floridan and the Cartwright deposit. We had a big zone that was not drilled. So we drilled there, and we found 14 gram ton over 4 meters, which is pretty good. And Floridan is having 2 types of geology. So we got the narrow veins that are having really good high-grade material right in between the Cartwright and the Floridan. Cartwright is at the south of the property. And then we got all those disseminated gold, like 16 meters of tree ground. So now we're thinking what the model would be, whether it be a big open pit or mining the narrow vein first and then go for the open pit. But there is definitely something big there, something that was overlooked because people thought it was only one geology. And now we realize that there's 2 types of rocks, one being the quartz veins, really, really rich, and the other one being disseminated gold. Still for, let's say, open pit scenario, 3 gram ton over 16 meter, could be a mine maker.
And then on the financial side, Dany, the last while you've raised about $8 million. How is that money being utilized?
Well, right now at the Sleeping Giant, we are rehabilitating the first 4 levels of the mine. We have hired the staff necessary. We made the escape way where we were done rebuilding the mill itself. So the mill is fully turning right now. We're processing at 32 ton per hour, meaning that everything is good at the mill. We've been using that money to restart the mill, start processing new material, open new stopes. We have one team that is doing development right now at the Sleeping Giant mine, which is using the first 4 levels as I stated.
So the process is going well. Take us out, say, a year or 2. Like, what's the ultimate goal with the mill in terms of getting it to capacity?
Well, for the next 12 to 18 months, we plan on ramping up the production. We'd like to produce between 10 and 12,000 ounces of gold per year. Then we'll ramp up the production to about 30,000 ounces of gold per year, but that's between 18 to 24 months from now. Considering that we have an all-in sustainable cost of $11.20, the price of gold this morning was $24.05. So there's a lot of money to be made once we reach the full production, but that should be in maybe 18 to 24 months from now.
Right, okay. And so for investors and people watching right now, they have lots of options, as you know. What's the overall economics of the project and remind us of the overall investment case for Abcourt?
Well, Abcourt is a producer. I mean, even though we just had our first gold bar pour a few weeks ago, we are on a path to ramp up that production. This is 1 in 1,000. When you're talking about exploration project, 1 in 1,000 actually made it to this line. So we are on track to making it happen. Every month, we'll supply more money to go faster and faster in order to have a better production. The cost is $1,100, like I stated. We're making $2,400. So if we produce the 30,000 ounces per year, there's going to be plenty of money to acquire the neighbors. And we already started. We bought Pershimix, the corporation, last year. We were producing their bulk sample that we just finished processing through our mill. So once we get the money, we'll start buying people around us. And who knows, we might be the next Agnico Eagle. I mean, we got 510 square kilometers of properties.
All right, thinking big. Sounds good. Thanks for the update.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Okay, good stuff. Dany Cenac Robert of Abcourt Mines.